So, welcome back to the wonderful world of Tiomara, everybody. So, a lot has happened, and it's been quite a bit of time since we last played this. So, here is a recap of the. Stuart, don't eat my cord, damn it. Sorry.
Oh, we changed the
Uh,
title on this.
Yeah, you gotta get back onto that title.
Yeah.
Be right that.
yeah. Okay, a lot has happened, and it's been a bit. So, here's a quick recap of the most important bits that have happened since, major parts of the campaign. So, after collecting the amulet of Ayun from its hiding place with the Yuan Ti, you followed it to the Fractured Mountains where you met Ferdy, one of the final alive worshippers of Ayun and protector of the Gate Cognitious, the plane from which she comes. After gaining entry and fighting your way to her, you learned that Ayun has essentially been trapped in her library as someone has been trying to destroy all memory of her from the world, essentially killing her as the deities of this world receive their power from those who worship them. With this loss of power, she has barely been able to keep her plane going and was frantically trying to figure out what to do. So you all showed up and and decided to take her back to Tiomar with you in an attempt to hide and protect her. Upon your return, you were confronted by one Commander Ria, sent by unknown forces to take the amulet and destroy Ayun, and after being almost completely wiped out, Blizzard died again. You were rescued by a group of Tabaxi, including Blizzard's cleric sister, who took you back to the Tabaxi camp where Blizzard was reunited with his missing mother. There, you learned that the Tabaxi had been suffering from some bad luck. Food was constantly becoming scarce around them, and they had been forced to move in order to survive, but were slowly getting weaker and weaker. After trying to figure out what was going on, deciding it was magic, and climbing the mountain to talk to a mysterious druid named Wilda Kindle, you were able to deduce that something was happening with Pelora, the deity of nature and light, causing their power to go on the fritz, including Winter's cleric abilities, and that this fritz may be the cause of the curse that has fallen the Tabaxi. You all arrived back at the camp and discussed what to do moving forward, but were unable to come to a consensus, and so decided to table it till the morning. Upon waking, Tommy found a note from Petrichor saying that she was heading back to the billowy bayou with Ziggy in tow, as she had a dream that there was something going wrong, and she suspects it may be truth based on what Wilda had prophesied about listening to her dreams. So that is where we pick up now. What do you guys want to do? Silence.
The start of every great adventure is silence.
So we got an Irish goodbye.
Yep, 100% an Irish goodbye.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, thanks for the follow.
I would say follow them, but I guess we shouldn't do that because.
Please don't.
Yeah.
because the TM says no.
Okay, DM says no.
I just need to figure out what I need to cross out.
Oh yeah, I probably should have sent y'all the recap before I did this. That would have been smart, so you know exactly where we're at. So basically, we retconned all of the last session because it was bad.
Yeah. So
is Blizzard still cursed? That's something we're keeping. Okay.
Yes, Blizzard is still cursed.
Okay.
Cross that out.
So that's still there.
Cross that out.
Great. So let me think here. So what are our? You can help out with this, Jess. What are our options?
Your options are whatever you want to do. I mean, you still haven't figured out what's going on exactly. You know you need to find Pelora somehow.
I think we should figure out what's going wrong with your city.
Yeah. Yes, that is what we need to do.
You should probably grill your mom. Because she's too cagey.
Yeah.
Probably not with your sister around, because it seems like she doesn't like your. Well, she.
There's some mutual tension there. I'm not gonna say it's not a thing, but I'm not gonna not say it's not a thing, you know? So yeah,
Correct.
guess let's go talk to my mother.
Okay. So you both kind of meet up and head over to the tent of the like main meeting tent where you know she tends to be, as she is a 24-hour dedicated leader of this clan. Um, and upon entry, you see um, Winter there with your mother, Ice, and Ayun and Ferdy as well, and they're all kind of talking quietly amongst themselves.
Should we wait or should we just like barge in?
I think we just well, you know, it's my mother. I mean, I could probably just make, but other people are there.
Here, let me try. And I open the door and go, "Hello, mother." And then I see how they respond.
As you do this, literally all of them just turn and look at you and just raise their eyebrows. And
I'm smiling like this.
Ferdy looks uncomfortable. He's like, I hold on. I hope you're not talking to me about that, eh?
No,
I,
unless you would like to be my mother.
I mean, you know what? I don't know if I can handle that kind of responsibility. I barely handle, you know, just life, and he kind of like looks away.
Okay.
Makes sense, you know, just makes sense.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Anyways,
yeah, what's everybody talking about?
At this, Ayun pipes up. We were just trying to figure out what to do moving forward. We were honestly waiting for you to wake up because we wanted to get your opinion on things. I obviously don't sleep much, so I saw Petricor and Ziggy leave. So it's up to us, it looks like, to figure out what's going on.
I guess so.
Seems right.
Do you have any ideas moving forward?
Well, something's
won't
going
lie.
on.
Ziggy was kind of the plan person, or I should say the instigator in the best terms and the worst terms. But I think we should probably figure something out here, because if we leave, that just makes their lives worse for a longer period of time.
True.
So maybe we should figure out this weird curse thing, because do you know your son is cursed? Surprise.
Surprise.
How does she react?
At this, she just kind of like looks you dead in the eyes, stares at you for a second, and is like, "You do realize we're all cursed, right?"
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that yet, though. I kind of forgot what happened last time. I don't know if this was something that was like.
Tommy just trying to slowly break it to everybody one by one.
I'm sorry, but you're cursed. Yeah, I know that. Oh, okay.
Well, thank you for the consideration, but you know, we know. So I guess we're trying to figure out where to go from there, knowing that we are in fact cursed, and that it is Pelora somehow.
Yeah. So, do you know how to get to Pelora? You know?
I mean,
like, do we?
there are.
I don't know. You know me.
There are rumors of other planes, but I don't know. And then she kind of like turns to Ayun. the literal goddess standing right next to you. And she looks to you all and is like, yes, my sibling, they have we all have a key to our realm that allows people access. However, you know, eh, the keys are not easy to find. They are disguised as mundane objects usually. I believe my sister's is some sort of stone. No, wait, that.
So is it a smooth stone?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Theirs is the smoothest stone to ever exist.
That sounds like a perception, but I, for some reason, have written the flute of Arandra, a smooth stone, and an abacus with gold. And all it says is items with Ziggy and then want.
Yes. So I think you guys talked about this last session, which I know was forever ago. So basically, the 4 planes that make up the realms of the gods are only accessible by a specific item. So that's how, I mean, you guys had the amulet of Ayun for Ayun, and then Avandra's is the flute, and Tiamat's is the golden abacus, and then the smoothest stone is for Pelora.
Okay. Do we
That was something that the little old lady told us.
It might have been, yeah.
That sounds right.
Or no,
yeah.
I think that was in one of the books you guys got from the library.
That could also be it. There's many places.
So where's
the book titled Planar Lore for Dummies?
Oh, yes.
I got you guys.
So what would be the best way to look for said item? I know it was in with the Wanti, the tree people, and they were like followers of them. You guys are followers of Pelora, so we would assume that somewhere around here you guys are supposed to be guarding or have trials. Do you have a weird dungeon that no one's gone into for a few years?
Winter and Ice just kind of like meet their like, you know, lock eyes and then look back at you and are like, we're a group of travelers. I don't think we have a mobile dungeon that we just kind of carry around.
Yeah, Tommy, that's a silly idea. I don't know how anybody would have thought of that. Crosses it off list.
I have a picture of like a dungeon skull, and I'm like, okay, because I can't write.
I keep forgetting that.
Do you have?
Can't read.
Yeah. Do you have artifacts that you guys like, special artifacts to your clan? And is one a rock?
I mean, there are rumors that long ago in the start of our clan we were entrusted with such things, but you know, as we have struggled the last few years, most magical things have been sold or stolen or bartered away, so we don't really have much to our names at the moment.
Okay, so no lead on what is another thing that could be smooth rock, like the smoothest rock?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Like it could be mistaken for something else. Like the Ayun could be just like a jewelry.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna look at every rock then. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, Tommy's pretty stupid, so she would say yes to this. But Kobe knows that this is stupid. She's gonna say no. The inner 26-year-old in me is like, you're so fucking dumb if you do this, so don't do it. You're not you are a professional at this age.
Yep.
Please don't do that. Can I make let's roll. Look, can I make a insight check and see if I'm like on the right any of these ideas are the right way to go?
Instead of that, both you and Blizzard give me a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yes.
You're being kind of weird. 13.
Uh-huh.
Dangerous. 15.
15. Okay. This is quite poetic. So as you guys kind of discuss out loud how confused you are and how you're not quite sure where to go from here, and what's, happening in general. Blizzard, you all of a sudden almost like zone out. You know how when you're like really tired and the world just kind of gets kind of foggy and you just like stare at one spot for like an hour?
You mean me, like, literally a couple hours ago when I fell asleep for a nap that I woke up like 8 minutes ago from?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yep.
So...
Don't worry, it's fine.
I need to get it set up so that I can play music for you guys because it makes things more interesting. But that's a later me problem. So you have this kind of like fuzzy feeling, and then all of a sudden at like the back wall of the tent, like everything close to you goes kind of out of focus, and you focus on this one spot on the back wall of the tent as this figure suddenly appears. It's misty. It's not really corporeal. Think like a hologram that's just like on the fritz, and you can't quite like, it's not coming through clearly. So you see some sort of humanoid figure, and it shakes a lot, but it's not like clear what it is. And you see it like kind of reach out towards you, and you hear a voice in your head saying, "I know this is confusing. I know. We will get you where you need to go. Don't be afraid."
You're not giving me much reason to not be.
That's true. That's accurate.
Yeah.
But I promise, I pinky promise, everything is going to be okay.
Uh-huh. How much of a pinky promise?
Like the strongest pinky promise.
Stamp 2?
Yes, of course. That's the unspoken rule.
Okay. Okay, so what you doing for us? Like, what you got? What's your information?
By the way, Tommy, you're hearing him talk this whole time, but there's nobody there.
I'm also giving a little gesture. I'm pointing, like, what are you gonna do for us?
I go stand by the mom and sister and go, "This hasn't happened before, right?"
And they all kind of look at you, and everybody's like, "I have no idea what's going on. This is really weird."
He snapped.
He snapped. Yes, exactly. So
I'm just gonna let it keep happening. Let's just watch. I try to draw it.
So as Tommy sits down and writes, Blizzard, the figure, speaks or starts speaking again. I have to be quick. Those who wish to ruin us are trying to stop this. That's why my communication is so fuzzy. I apologize.
Yeah.
But you guys, your answers, the start to finding your answers.
Just tell me a location.
Socus.
Socus?
Socus.
Yes.
Supus?
No.
Socus.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I promise you find, and then all of a sudden it just like breaks up, and they're like, "Damn it! and it just like in a sparkling purple light, they're gone.
Okay, I think it was Super Socus.
We're getting a super soaker?
That's what I was just told. It has all the answers in it.
It'll be very cold because we are in a very cold area, so this we will certainly get hypothermia.
Oh my god. Okay.
Guys?
So yeah, you snap out of it and you kind of like it feels like your brain just like short-circuited for a minute, so it kind of hurts a little bit, and you actually take 2 psychic damage. As like an insta headache takes place.
Someone forgot the long rest.
Yeah, we haven't.
I literally messaged you saying do a long rest before we start.
Yeah, I saw that message.
I can do that right now.
I ignored it.
I also did not see that message.
It was part of the yes, we're playing at 7 tonight.
I didn't actually open the whole thing.
Well, that was right before I fell asleep.
I'm judging you all so
I
hard.
have where actually I don't see it.
I swear I sent it.
Oh, I found it.
But
Alright, we're good.
right.
That never happened.
Nope. Okay, we're good.
So once
we're
we
back
get
on
the
track.
super soakers, we'll find a smooth stone, or will we make a smooth stone with the super soakers?
You know, it was unclear. All I know is, did you guys see? You guys see what I saw? There was something in this corner. It was like a little foggy thing.
What is it? What? What's
Like-
Hey, look, I drew it.
Like like you know, like somebody trying to talk. I didn't catch their name. Apparently somebody was stopping them. They just told me go to Socus.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. I think we can trust them. They did pinky promise.
Oh my goodness, they did
So-
a pinky promise?
the
Yeah.
most promise.
That is the highest, most strongest promise. Nothing can break a pinky promise.
Exactly. So I think we have our heading. Unless any
So-
Focus.
unless
Is
we
it
want to
real?
stick here. Oh, I don't know. I just-
Okay, I'm gonna step out of y'all. That's the capital of the country you're in.
Oh, wait. You know what? You know what I also didn't look
I'm
at?
real sheltered. Hey, I can get away with that.
Okay.
I'm real sheltered.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you don't know how to read, but Blizzard,
Um,
you definitely know
so-
it. This is where the bounty got put on your freaking head.
Okay, I do know it exists. Wait, back up a little bit. Yeah, no, I don't really want to go there, but I think we have to. You know, it's funny. You sent that map a little bit ago and was like, "Hey, I made a new map," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," and I didn't even read it.
Yeah, I added roads, all leading to
Yep.
the place where you want to go.
Yeah.
So you could choose where to go.
Oh, it's right
But,
there.
yeah.
Well, let's go there. Will you guys be okay if we leave though?
Winter and Ice turn to you, and they're like, I mean, we're planning on moving on anyway. This area is fully depleted, and obviously we're cursed and destroying all the things around us, so we have to keep moving in order to not die.
That is the issue.
Yes, it's very unfortunate.
Maybe you should come with us to Socus.
I'm thinking a giant camp of Tabaxi marching into the capital city would be a little bit frowned upon by the majority of the people that live there.
And just a heads up, I might have my own bounty on me, but we also kind of collectively have a bounty on us.
It's
Even
just a minor thing.
I thought that was just in I thought that was just in Vilfea. So that
it's-
is a everywhere thing.
It started in Vilfea, but because they are governed by like the true emperor, the government is pretty standard across now. The enacting of the governmental orders is probably a bit more lax in Evela, but in Vilfea, it's obviously like letter of the law.
Right.
Yeah,
And so people would like traffic them over there to get the bounty. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess if you can't go there and you can't stay here, do you think we should still do the plan where we ship them off to the snake trees delivered in wilds?
Probably not right now. I feel like a mass group of people with a curse of killing plant life going to the snake tree people place where there's a lot of plant life.
They would kill the trees.
Yeah.
All the tree people would die.
It seems to bode an issue.
See, this is why you're teaching me how to read.
Yep, this is... So I was given the book.
So how... If we went to Sokus, what's the travel time?
It depends on which way you take. Obviously, crossing the mountains would be faster simply because it's a shorter distance. Definitely a more dangerous route. Then just climbing back down and taking the main road. But yeah, the difference is about 2 days. It's about 5 days backtracking to the main road and then heading out, and then about 3 days to travel across the mountains.
Okay. And will you be able to cover yourselves for like 2 weeks? Let's say a month at the most.
I mean, we will do what we need to do. We've been doing it for a few years now, so.
Okay. How do we find you if you leave this area?
Oh, we'll find them.
Okay.
They're pretty easy to stumble upon.
Blizzard, you recall that you actually have a sending stone that can contact your family at any time.
Yeah.
You just choose not to use it this whole time.
So I forget about things sometimes.
So, obviously, we can't go with you, but, Ayun and Ferdy, what should we do with them, obviously? They are, quite conspicuous.
What do you mean conspicuous? Smash cut to them.
Smash cut to Ferdy, the giant copper dragonborn, and Ayun, the goddess.
She's
with
glowing.
Their giant goat friend, Eustace.
She has an aura that's so ethereal. If you look at her too long, your like mind starts to bug out.
Well,
a little bit, though. Then that's. I mean, she's not wearing the cloak right now. That's technically what the cloak of non-detection is supposed to cover a little bit, but she's not wearing it at the moment, so.
Well.
The goat's wearing it.
Yeah, oh, yes, most definitely.
Yep. Well, I mean, what do you want to do, Ayun? Do you want to go say hi to your sibling? Eventually?
I mean, it would be wonderful to speak to them again. It has been a long time. They are about the only sibling of mine that I actually got along with very well, so.
Seems like this plan is coming out perfectly.
You should put that cloak back on then.
Yeah, the cloak seems important.
Yes.
That's non-negotiable.
Yes, I should definitely have that on.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes my brain gets a little foggy, and she like grabs it off of Eustace's back and throws it over her shoulders, and the glow immediately dissipates.
There we go. Well,
so should we be worried about are dragonborns specifically frowned upon as well? Okay.
No. No, we're actually quite beloved.
Well,
Okay, then you guys can come with us, and maybe we'll find more answers to where you can hide. Maybe you could hide with Pelora, if we can figure out what's wrong with her. That is.
That would be quite wonderful.
See, I am.
I haven't been to their realm in a very, very long time. It is quite lovely.
yeah. Well, let's get on our journey and hopefully not die.
Yes.
So, are you guys taking the mountain pass or the main road?
Well,
Last time we were on the main road, I accidentally almost got us killed by some people that were passing by. If we'd like to remember that.
that is good. That is a good point. Then I think maybe we take the mountain pass because I'm okay with mountains. I'm pretty sure Ferdy is okay with mountains. I think Eustace is definitely okay with mountains.
I'm good at mountains.
Tommy's good at mountains.
Yes, I can tell we're all good with mountains, but the bigger problem is that these mountains can kill us as much as the people on the road can kill us.
I prefer the mountains over people. I'm just gonna point that out right now.
Okay, let's go in the mountains.
Mountains, I can try to keep from killing me. People, ooh, they make me a little awkward. That's a little rough.
The Omen lady said I should be wary of people too. What was it? Be cautious of those you used to trust. I used to trust that road, and now I'm not too sure.
Yep, I think that's definitely what the lady was talking about.
100%.
Yep, we gotta get marching on.
Let's go.
Okay. So, so basically how this is going to work mechanics wise, I'm not going to do full fast travel because I want this to be slightly interesting. So for each day that you're traveling, for each day that you're traveling, I'm going to roll on the thing I made and something is going to happen. And if you guys ever like want to like just chat or have like some role play moments, we can do that. Just let me know.
Okay.
Like, yay, we make camp tonight. So everybody gets equipped with what you need, and just before you guys are about to leave, Blizzard, your mother comes over to you and is like, can I talk to you separately for a moment?
Sure. Yeah.
What mother? She doesn't hear me say.
Tommy follows. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, mother?
Hello.
Tommy, this is just for me and my mother.
Okay. Goodbye.
And she like stands super uncomfortably and like doesn't seem to know what to do with her hands. Like she like puts them on her hips and then she like crosses her arms and then she's like shakes her head and like puts them behind her back. She's like,
You're worse than me.
I just wanted to apologize for being so stiff when you first arrived back here, and for not trying to find you after I got back.
Yeah, that was something. You're but it's fine. It's
Is it fine? Is it really fine?
Forgiven.
Okay then. And she like pats your arm with her hand, and she's just like, "Don't die, okay?"
Okay, and then Blizzard gives a hug to break the awkward
and
tension.
She like freezes for a second, and then like hugs back. And You guys hug for a solid. What's a good solid hug length? Like 20 seconds? Is that too long? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's real long.
That's a long hug, right? Well, I feel like that's fitting though, because you're both so awkward that you're like don't know when it's an appropriate time to end the hug.
Yep.
So you're just like constantly standing there, and it's like almost a whole minute of uncomfortable silence as you like embrace in the stiffest manner possible. But it's endearing. It's
Yep.
endearing. We
Yeah.
love it.
Yep. I mean, we only
I'm
haven't seen each
watching
other
from
for
afar
many a
going-
time.
Wow, this is a long time. Holy cow.
You're taking
They
notes
must
like,
really
okay,
love each other.
yeah. So family love hugs equals about a minute of awkward silence.
Faction. And you eventually step back, and she just nods and says, "Yes, be safe. Don't forget you have the family speaking stone to get in touch with us."
Hey, it
whenever
seems
you
like we
need
all
to.
forget that. So
Yes, it's like the DM forgot to tell you that you had that.
yeah. Or forgot to remind.
A bit of both,
Bit
probably.
of both.
And she walks off and stands with Winter, who just kind of like winks at you and is like, "Don't be stupid."
Hey, I won't be. I know I'm the one going on the dangerous journey, but don't kill each other.
And she kind of like side eyes her mom, and she's like, "We'll try not to. You never know, though."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Accidents happen. Okay. And you guys leave the Tabaxi camp. So on the map, you guys are currently at about where the E is in Avela, in that like dip where, I guess I should stay more specifically in that dip where it says fractured. That's kind of about where you guys are right now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So you start heading south, north, south. Wait, which way's
Southwest.
east and which way's west?
We're going
North.
southeast. Sorry.
South.
We're going
Southeast. Yes, I
East.
was like, wait, Michigan? Okay, this is West Michigan. And if West is there, then
You
it's
live
fine.
on West Michigan, correct?
It's fine. I currently live in Central Michigan, which doesn't help.
But if you have to
but
go
it's-
home, you go west.
Yep.
Exactly.
Home is
Exactly.
west. Which
Home is west.
that way.
The
Yeah,
unknown
yeah,
is
yeah.
east. Central. Okay.
Yep.
I got it, guys.
We know directions.
I promise I know this. I worked at a nature center, for God's sake. It's fine. So you guys begin to traverse the mountains. It's relatively easy right now. You guys are traveling across like a kind of a relatively flat area. So basically in the middle of the mountains, there's like this big, what's the word? Almost like a dish. I can't think of the word for it. Where it like dips in for a little
crater?
bit.
Crater,
crater.
valley.
The valley. Thank you. That's the exact word I was going for. It's fine. I've got it. So there's like a valley. So you guys travel across the valley and start heading up the mountains. And Blizzard, you know this area super well. This is the way you traveled before. So you're just like, this is old hat.
This is easy.
So you begin to lead our lovely friend Tomi along the fractured pass. We're gonna see. And you guys eventually come to an area where, this is a mountainous area where very little human or like humanoid travel takes place. It's primarily, wild animals, and you're taking game trails and working your way around. So there's not like a defined path. But you reach this area where you have to cross on a very, very, very thin ledge. There's a chasm on one side and like a steep wall on the other. There's crags along it though. Like it seems like there may be ways, and it's walkable. as long as you walk carefully, and it seems relatively sturdy. So can you guys roll me some what did I decide? Perception checks. Investigation. That's the one I wanted.
Does Fergie have wings? Are Dragonborns have wings? Are Dragonborn wing? He should just ride Eustace over. Oh, I got an 8.
I got a 27, so
Thank you.
Okay. So, Tommy, you look and you're like, I think I can just walk across that. Like, it seems legit. And Blizzard, you look and you're like, okay, so.
Blizzard's just like, no!
Blizzard's like, no, I got this. I mean, Blizzard, you are able to pick out, like, the exact path you need to take. Like, you're, like, looking up and down and you're like, okay, so that's where that, like, rock is a little bit shaky. Okay, we're going to avoid that spot. We're going to make sure we, like, hug the wall here and then walk closer to the edge here and do this. And you're just really on top of things. So I need to roll. Oh, frick. Sorry, I made character sheets for Ferdy and Ioun, and I forgot to pull them up.
I thought you were gonna say I made character sheets for the rocks. Give me a second.
Yeah, the rocks are sentient. Good luck, guys. I just
getting real worried for a second there.
And they know about that moss that you blew up.
Exactly.
I mean,
all that time ago. That no one else knows about. Oh no, we know about it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think you know about it now. Outside of you.
It's so fitting, though. Okay, so Ioun is right up with you, Blizzard, and is like, okay, you see, this is the way we need to go. Yes,
yeah.
This right here. And Ferdy's just standing back with Tommy, and he's like, I think I could just run across. Like, if I
look at his legs.
If I go really fast, I don't think I'll fall.
I look at his legs and go, you got strong-looking legs. I bet you could, too.
Yeah,
can I get on your back?
Yes, definitely. Hop on. We'll go real fast.
Picks up Tommy, picks up Eustace.
Yeah, he's got you under one arm and Eustace under the other arm, even though Eustace the goat is probably better at this than he would be, and like starts moving forward. He rolled a nat 1 on that investigation check, so it was incredibly fitting. And they move forward. But Ioun kind of turns to them and is like, hold on, I see you're very eager to get across, but we must make sure we do this safely. And so you and Ioun kind of lead the way. So you guys are all going to roll these, the coming dexterity checks with advantage, because you have Blizzard and Ioun kind of investigating as you go along, making sure that you are walking along the safe path. So I need the first of a couple of dexterity checks from all of you. Yeah, that's about right.
22.
15.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, wait, I forgot I'm rolling with advantage. That's more like it. So weird. I'm using an online roller. Okay, yep, that's 100% accurate. So you guys begin to move across. Ioun is just like flipping. Apparently she's lived in the mountains her entire life. Like she's just like Blizzard, matching step for step. What did you get, Kobe? Sorry.
A 22.
Oh yeah, and you are, the three of you, you're just like so amazing. And then Ferdy is bringing up the rear. He's actually put Eustace down and is just kind of like very carefully trying to follow you guys. But wow, didn't write what I wanted to happen. So he tumbles to like he stumbles a little bit and like grabs the ledge because he stepped on a rock that kind of like went out from under him because he wasn't quite paying as close attention as you guys, and he falls forward. I need to roll a saving throw. Okay, and he manages to catch himself, but he does skin his knee and take some damage. So you guys are about halfway across the ledge now. Obviously, you, Ayun, and Eustace are just cruising across. Can you get one more dexterity check with advantage?
Well,
15 again.
At 1, so that's good. 18.
Ooh, I gotta roll one more thing. Wow, even online rollers hate me, guys. I know we have discussed this before.
Yeah, that's just kind of what happens.
Okay. This time, with what did you get, Davis?
15.
15? Okay. So, everybody, you know, it's not easy going, it's slow going, but you're all able to make it across. However, because it's slow going, it does take most of the day to like cross this. I know it sounds crazy, but to cross this this area safely. And you make it to the edge of, or like you're about 1/3 of your journey through, and decide to camp out for the night. You guys don't really have many rations, but
nope, we don't.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy doesn't need to eat for what, another day?
I still got two more days until dinner.
Perfect.
Don't worry.
Perfect. Okay.
Does Ayun need to eat?
Does Ayun need to eat?
Roll me an intelligence check. I haven't thought about this, but
That's never a good thing when you tell me to roll. Intelligence. 16.
You can't remember ever seeing her eat, and in your head, she probably doesn't need to. She obviously is in like a more humanoid form right now and is incredibly limited, but like power wise, but she still is not quite human.
Gotcha.
Alright, so only you and Ferdy need to eat then.
Yeah.
And then Eustace just eats the grass.
That sounds about right.
Licks the cliff.
Do you want to try finding food?
I mean, I can find food. I'm a good forager.
Good words.
Thank
Good
you.
words. You did it.
I didn't forget words for a second.
Roll me a survival check.
That's right. I'm good at that. That's not a good roll, though. That's a 9.
Here, I'll help you. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Nope, I got a 4, so I got a 6.
So the two of you
Not much
kind of
help.
like you help set up the camp, you get the fire going, and set Ayun and Ferdy up, and you're like, we got this. We're totally gonna find some food. And then you walk off, and you're like, so how do we find food? I haven't been in the mountains for like Blizzard. You're like, I haven't been in the mountains for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I like, there's no stores here.
I'm not. You know, I'm real good at survival, but I've gone soft.
You know, we have to have rations still in like our packs, don't we?
You guys do have a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
How about we eat one today, and then tomorrow we'll look again, and we'll just keep doing this until we're we're screwed.
Okay, so you guys succumb to your inevitable demise. No, I'm just kidding. Your difficulties and decide to just stick with rations for tonight. And you wake up and head off the next day. And nothing major happens. It's pretty easy traveling. This is the last bit of the mountains you're traversing, and you're about to get to like the small road that actually leads to Sokas. Yeah. And
So how does the land look over here?
it's starting to flatten out a little bit. The mountains aren't quite as steep as before. They're
Is there foliage?
yeah, it's and you have noted like as you get farther and farther from where the Tabaxi were staying, the plant life does seem to be like coming back and becoming more vibrant, and you start, hearing the birds and squirrels in the area and seeing, signs of other bigger creatures. Having fun there, Davis?
Yeah, sorry, my camera's just flashing because I think I'm moving a little too much.
Yeah. I'm glad mine doesn't do that because I can't sit still. But yeah, so you guys make it through that day okay. And you make it to the small road leading to Sokas, and okay, this is the worst possible outcome. Okay, hold on. I need to pull up a couple of documents.
Fuck, we're screwed.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
So, this road is a smaller road, but it is still like it leads directly into Sokas, so it is still patrolled by local guards. And oops, shit, I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry. And you guys oh, hold on, I got books everywhere. I didn't scan anything in because I'm on top of my shit. Yeah. One second.
It's okay. Hey, you take your time, and we while you're figuring this out, we're filling time.
Filling time?
We're filling time. This is the time of the show where we fill up so that you have time.
Here.
Okay, so as you guys make your way onto this road, you're like getting really close to Sokas, and you've seen a couple people maybe, but it hasn't been super busy. And then all of a sudden, this large group of about 5 guards, like royal guards, start making their way down the road towards you. What do you guys want to do?
Royal guards.
Maybe we should stealth into the. I think that would work.
I mean, we could stealth. I can't remember. Did I have? Because I obviously have disguised person. I've had it for a while. Did I have a specific? I don't know if we ever talked about this, but did I have a specific disguise self form that I would take that I look like when I see guards?
Do you? This is a you question,
okay.
not a me question.
Okay. If it's a me question, I would say, yeah, I probably do, because it's been a while since we played, so I'm trying to remember everything that I've done.
It doesn't have to be what you've done in the past. You can make it up now.
Okay, good. I'm making it up now.
Because it's been so long since we played.
Exactly. So I'm gonna disguise self as some rando that I saw once back after I got my bounty. Bounty. So I gotta come up with How? Shoosh. What do I? Well, okay.
We gotta hide me too,
Yeah, we gotta
because
hide
I
you
have a
too.
bounty.
Yes, Tommy does
Um,
also have a bounty
Tommy
on
does have a
on her
bounty.
head.
Tommy, do you have? You don't. You're a monk. Ayun.
I'm really good at stealth. Does Ayun, would people recognize a god?
Not in that cloak, I
Um,
don't think.
she like throws her hood up really
Okay.
like as soon as you guys hit the road, like she threw her hood up so people can't
Okay.
quite see her face, and that she obviously, with the cloak on, her magic is muffled. Is
Okay.
the word I'm gonna use.
Okay.
Maybe I should just go up in a tree until I'm gonna be way faster than them. So if you can, if they see me, you'd be like, oh my god, it's a bit like you be afraid,
Yep.
pretend to be afraid of me, and then I'll just run so fast they can't keep up,
Perfect. I love that
and then I
plan.
lose them.
I love that plan. So I'm disguising self into, uh, look like a human.
Okay.
A standard looking human. Like nothing weird.
Mhm.
Just a standard human.
Yep.
That's as much as description I'm given right now.
Okay.
Standard.
What are the details of disguise self? I'm trying to remember how
Make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem like 1 foot shorter or taller than you appear, thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body. Wait. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangements of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. So people can try to discern, and if they were to touch or bump into something that was disguised, like if I changed my leather armor to look like chainmail and they touched it, it would feel like leather armor.
So if they bumped into you, you would feel furry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's what I wanted to know for sure. So I'm gonna have you, because this is a relatively small road, It's not like a huge wide road. As you guys walk next to each other,
Stand
or
next to
pass each other
Eustace,
on the
so you could
road.
say it's the goat.
Yeah, just roll me
Yep.
a dex check.
16.
16. Okay. You're able to kind of see where they're coming, and you're paying attention because obviously you're if they touch me, this game is over. And so you're able to kind of dodge around it. And the guard at the front of the group kind of looks at you all funny. It is weird to see a dragonborn coming out of the mountains. Usually they're pretty reclusive. There's a few that live in the main cities, but they're not super common in the area. So they all kind of look at Ferdy and give a kind of a raised eyebrow, but you guys don't quite raise suspicion.
Yep. Hello. I am normal man.
Well, that's wonderful. And he squints and stares at you a little bit harder.
Why did you say that?
And I just keep walking.
Over the rings of secrecy, I'm just like, I know I say some stupid things, but at least I don't talk to strangers.
I'm nervous.
Can you roll me a stealth check, Tommy, just to make sure you were able to sneak off away from the group without getting noticed as well?
19.
Okay, yeah, you were practically invisible. So you guys are able to bypass the guards and make your way out of the area. And so you guys begin to approach Sokas, which I was going to draw a map for, and I didn't. So
What?
who'd have guessed that?
Yeah. What? We forget.
Not me.
We don't do things sometimes that we thought we were. That's no.
I'm really good at DMing, guys.
No, you're great. You're great.
Very good.
I try my best. I try my best. Okay. So Blizzard, you would know this having been there. Ayun and Ferdy, this would be like completely new to them, and they both seem a little bit overwhelmed and are kind of like staying really close together with Eustace, like trailing behind, chewing on Ferdy's cloak. Per usual, you can see like there's actually like stains and rips on the bottom of his cloak from where Eustace has done this in the past. Um, yeah, it's
That
yeah,
is very gross.
it is disgusting, but it's his life now. So Blizzard, you would know this. So Sokas is made up of three different like layers of the city. So there's the outer layer, which is where like the factories are, and it's more like the quote unquote cheaper section of the city. And then there's the middle layer, which is where a lot of like the merchant classes, and there's most of like the shops and stuff are. And then there's the inner layer, which is where the royal palace is. I don't know, the lords and ladies and kings reside. And it's obviously super, super well guarded.
Makes sense.
So as you approach, you see the area in front of you. The road continues to be kind of this packed dirt, and you see a lot of areas it's kind of rutted, as there's been a lot of travel across the area. I'm gonna say area about 60,000 times in the next like 2 minutes. So
I'm prepared.
be ready for that. There you see some like smoke and smog rising into the air from some larger buildings in the area. Again, yep. And some places that are obvious, like warehouses and everything. Um, so the air feels like heavier here. You guys just came from the mountains, so the air felt, clean and fresh. And all of a sudden, you're kind of in this smoggy, smelly, hard to breathe kind of area, and there are people everywhere. There's, humans, halflings, dwarves, couple of dragonborn, but not very many. Just everywhere. So,
how long has it been since we've seen the guards?
It's probably been a good like 30 minutes since you've seen the guards. You saw them real close to the.
Okay, because obviously we're in a place where I want to keep disguise self up, and that only lasts an hour.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. You have been here before. Sorry, a squirrel just ran right outside my window. I get easily distracted. It's fine.
We're professionals.
We're real professional. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of options. There's inns in the area. There's lots of places.
Yep.
You can go to find people that might have more information. I'm gonna say, like, if you have a question, I'll just have you roll history, and I'll let you know what you kind of remember.
Gotcha. Do I remember if there was anybody that liked me?
Give me a history check.
Let's see here. I'm gonna say it's a yes. I can't. There it is. 24.
24? Oh yeah. There definitely is. There was this one. Hold on. This one dwarven family. I need to pull up my notes so that I can like write this down, because I'm not gonna remember this next week. It's fine. So you remember a dwarven family that was kind to you. They actually let you stay with them briefly, and they kind of sheltered you. Now this was like before the like huge, well-known bounties on the Tabaxi were out. This was before you had a specific bounty on your head. But they might be willing to help you out. Their last name is Duluth, and you remember they lived in like a small home. Words. Kind of on the edge of the southern side of the outer layer.
What was their name again? Duluth's?
Duluth.
Duluth.
The Duluth family.
Like the shore.
Yes.
Do I have a
because
feeling?
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, based on what I remember of them, do I have a feeling that they'd still be welcoming?
Um, you don't think that they would like? They seemed like the kind of people who are just genuinely good and like would be willing to take you in briefly if you needed help.
Okay, okay. So guys, first off, too many people here. This is stressful. I might know a place where we can stop and figure out what we're gonna do next. It's yeah, there was a nice family here. So you guys want to go that way or yeah.
Iyun is like, yeah, that seems like a good plan. And Ferdy just has this like stupid, terrifying smile on his face because he doesn't know what to do right now, and he's really, really stressed out. He's literally been a hermit living in a tiny house with his goat for like the last 30 years. So he's just like, whatever seems like a good idea is good with me. Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah. So let's follow me.
Let's do that. Freddie, when's the last time you were in like society?
In society?
What's society?
You know, it's been a long time. Probably, gosh, I was probably, I don't know, maybe 15 at the time. So,
And how old are you now?
I'm 45.
Okay, well.
Well,
no further questions.
Why? Does it seem like I'm not handling this very well?
Can you please stop smiling like that?
I don't know. I think my face might be stuck like this. That went British.
yeah, Freddie, I might be anxious and nervous, but you're the one that's really throwing this off.
I'll do my best to act normal. Normal. How do you say normal?
Man.
How do you say normal in a accent?
You know, I don't know.
It's fine.
Norm.
I'm trying my best.
Normal.
That's what it would be. Normal. You just wouldn't say like half the letters.
That's how it works. Well.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm stuck. Okay, so you guys weave your way in and around through this area. You see, groups of kids running around, kicking some well-worn balls. It looks like they're playing some sort of soccer equivalent, but it's almost like a combination between like soccer and kick the can. So like it's hard to follow exactly what's going on.
Gotcha.
And the adults all kind of, you do notice like, yeah, you guys are like a pretty conspicuous group, but for the most part, like everybody's just kind of ignoring you. It seems like they're all kind of focused on their own thing, and like a lot of them are, dressed in like factory worker clothing, or some of them are dressed a little bit more nicely, but like, poor nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's like well worn, but like so like nice, but like well worn. And they're heading towards the middle layer. But the most part, people just kind of keep to themselves. As you guys make your way south and you approach a small little house. It has a small front porch and like a bench out front. It looks pretty well cared for, and it's cleaner than a lot of the houses in the area. It seems like whoever lives here like takes pride in it, and does what they can to make their life as good as it can be.
Gotcha.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go tap 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 on the door.
Okay. And the door opens, and a dwarf female is standing in front of you, and you remember this to be Florence. She looks maybe a little bit older and a little bit more tired than she did when you first met her. Probably would have been at least 3 years ago, because it was right when you first left the mountains.
Yep, yep.
And she's got kind of like dark curly hair, and she looks up at you and she's like, hello, what can I do for you?
Hi, Florence. How's it been?
Do I know you? I
I look like a
apologize.
human right now, don't I?
Uh, you're not a human. That is interesting. How
I
who
I
uh,
I glance around, make sure no one's looking. It's me, Blizzard. The
and
Tabaxi.
her eyes go flipping wide, and she's like, and she like looks behind you and is like, and I see you've brought guests. How about we go inside right now? Yeah, everybody, welcome to our humble abode.
I would agree.
Come inside.
I might have
Hello,
15
hello.
minutes left.
I see. That is a problem. Yes. Just come in. Terry's at work. It's just me here right now, so it's fine. It's fine. Get in here. And she ushers you in, and inside is like a little front room. I'm gonna say on like 60,000 times,
Go for it.
and I'm gonna notice myself doing it every time now. Um,
Uh,
there is God damn it. Now I'm distracted by my own voice. Motherfucker. So there's a little sitting room. The house is relatively small. It is 2 stories. The upper story, you would remember, Blizzard, is just got 2 bedrooms and a small bathroom, and then the main floor is kind of separated into 2 large rooms that are connected by essentially what is just a big archway. So they're almost one room, and so you're in the as you walk in, you step into like this little sitting area. There's like a little couch and a fireplace. And then behind that, there's like a table and chairs. This is kind of like the dining room slash living room. Everything is literally like spotless. It looks like she works really hard to keep this place nice. And though the things inside the house are relatively cheap, they look well cared for, even though they are worn and obviously, of less than high quality. And she ushers you guys forward and beckons you all to sit at the table, and she's like, we'll talk in just a second. How about I get us all some tea? How does that sound?
sounds good.
Wonderful, wonderful. I will go get that started then. And she walks off, and you guys can hear some like clanking noises in the other room, which is obviously like the kitchen. And about 15 minutes later, yeah, it's like that long. You guys are just awkwardly sitting at the table.
Well, there goes my
staring
disguised
at each
self.
other. Ferdy is still smiling, like really wide, and he's like patting Eustace on the head, and Eustace is still chewing on his cloak. And she comes back in.
Like the opposite of a support animal.
Exactly.
Support human.
It's exactly. And she comes back with tea for you all. A couple of the glasses are a little bit chipped, but they seem to be functional. And she passes it around and says, I see you're back to your normal self. That's wonderful. What brings you back to town? It's been a long time.
It has. Well, I got pinky promised by this weird smoky apparition looking thing that told me to come here to help on this journey I have. Oh, by the way, I don't think you met these people. This is Tommy. We've been grouping together for a bit on this fun little questy thingy. This here is This year is Ferdy and Eustace. They're pretty cool. And this is Ayun. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ayun before. Uh, I get nervous and ramble in stressful situations, and today's been one. Yeah.
I look at Ayun. Is she making like a face like he shouldn't have said my actual name?
Her eyes went wide as soon as he said it.
Okay, can I try to deceive her?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, roll an insight check.
I got 23. I just start, I ramble.
Did you die again, Jess?
What?
Did you hear that?
No. What?
He got a 23.
Oh, you got a 23.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 23. That makes sense. You've known Florence a long time. So as you say Ayun's name, you're expecting like some sort of like response because like to you guys, this is like a huge freaking deal. And she doesn't even react to the name, and then you all kind of remember that like her existence has kind of been wiped from like the history books, and so very few people actually know that she exists.
Yep.
Now, that is not to say that you should go name dropping her everywhere, because if you do and a lot more people like start talking, then the people chasing after you trying to kill her might find you. But
Blizzard only name drops when he feels comfortable, and this has been a safe place for him, so he was very stressed.
And she just like nods to you on, is like, it's wonderful to meet you. Any friend of Blizzard's is a friend of ours. I know you had to leave in quite a rush last time, and a lot has changed since you left. But it's good to see you again.
Good to see it too. So how's everything been going?
Honestly, it's been rough, buddy.
It looks like it.
Very forward with each other.
So Blizzard, you would have met her just after you left home, and she kind of like could see you were struggling and kind of like took you in briefly. You did stay in Sokas for a couple months, and you did notice upon entering this time that it does seem a lot different than when you were here last, which was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
In which you had to leave very quickly because you beat up a member of the.
Is this something I know yet?
I think so. Didn't you tell them the reason?
I think they know the basics. I don't think they knew it was here.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So this is where it all went down, and why you had to evacuate rapidly. And Florence obviously knows this, and but she kind of like turns to you and is like, Victor's still alive. The man you saved.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, we were able to get him out of the situation, and he left Sokas probably months ago now. But he was doing well. What you did was very noble.
Glad to hear.
So, what can I do to help? You obviously are trying to find something very important. I'm not quite certain I fully understand what's happening, but I will do my best to help with what I can.
Honestly, you and me both. I just gotta, find out where this voicey voice came from and why they want us to come back here or come here. I'm assuming there was somebody I was supposed to meet somewhere, but I don't know. They just told me Sokas, and then they cut out and they got upset. So it was.
Do you know where a smooth stone is?
She like thinks for a second, and she's like, "It would be really convenient if I did, huh?"
Yes.
I
Please help.
do. Unfortunately, I don't know where a smooth stone is. No.
Ah, damn.
Darn.
I know where there are stones. There are stones quite literally everywhere,
Yeah,
at least
that's our issue.
in the outer district. But
I write in my notebook everywhere in like children's writing.
Um,
are you looking for information? I
yeah,
assume.
some
Just
info would be nice.
general info. I mean, you know how it is when we have these. When the rich take a shit on the poor, um, certain factions tend to rise. There is a number of groups within the area that I'm sure would be good sources of information. They have vast networks of people working for them.
Gotcha. Um, do you know where we can get in touch with one, maybe?
You know, that is an excellent question. Um, I've never officially met any myself. However, I do believe that a hold on. There is a tavern that they tend to gravitate towards. You know, those mysterious
Yeah.
spy types. They just thrive on sitting in the backs of taverns and
They do
waiting
like
for
the
people
tavern.
to come give them money for information.
Yeah. So, which is there more than one tavern in this? This is for Jess. Is there more than one tavern, or would I know?
Yes, this is a major city. There are
Well,
taverns everywhere.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I figured. So which tavern do you think would be best to hit up first?
I mean, there's lots of people at all sorts of taverns, but the one I've heard with the most, how shall I put it, quote unquote unsavory characters, who might have more information on what sounds like magic item you're looking for. Um, that would be the Jumping Goat Tavern.
Jumping Goat.
Goats. I look over at Eustace.
Eustace is kind of standing there, and he has this thing where he like, have you seen how goats sometimes their pupils will just fully rotate and they have rectangular pupils, so it looks just eerie as hell, and his eyes do that.
They're just sitting there
he looks at
rotating
you.
back and forth.
And he just goes.
I shudder. Goats.
Oh, I love goats. Yeah.
Well.
Yes. The Jumping Goat Tavern is where I've heard at least rumors.
Okay. Well, gang.
Can I ask her what god do does it look like there's any like religious iconography in her house?
Give me an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. They on the fireplace mantle, there is a symbol of a circle with a flute shape running through it. And this is the like, it looks like, you know, like those like stop circle with a line through it, but the line is a flute instead of like the stop. And you know this to be the symbol of Avandra, the goddess of luck.
Avandra.
Okay. And that's one of the good sisters. We assume Tiomara is the bad one.
That's what we're going with.
Okay.
Well,
At this time, it's kind of late afternoon. So, what would you guys like to do?
Probably be best to go there by night, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's normally when the people would probably be there.
Yes, unsavory characters do tend to gravitate toward taverns at night.
Well,
Let's go.
yeah.
Also, I feel like this lady's sassing me.
Maybe a
It's
little.
probably just my natural sass
Yeah.
bleeding through.
Yeah, you got a lot of sass.
I think she thinks it's Tommy thinks it's because she's young. She thinks she's getting sass.
Makes sense.
This lady does not respect me.
You are only 30.
Exactly. Who
Only
respects
30.
30-year-old?
Yeah, no one respects a 30-year-old. Well, I'm going to disguise self again as we exit the door because I don't want to get just immediately shot by an arrow.
Yeah, probably not a good thing. As you guys walk out, Ayun kind of turns to you and she's like, I think it might be best if me and my friend here remain in this home. If you believe it is safe for us. Just she like stares right at Ferdy and she's just like, and then she looks back to you and she's like, I don't believe that one is great in subtle situations where you're trying to get information. You know?
I don't think he'd be great in a bar either.
No, negotiation is not his strong point.
No. Yeah.
Really?
It's hard, it's hard to
any
believe,
interaction. But... Yes, I believe it would be best if we stay here.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
The two of you head off. Blizzard, Florence kind of told you how to get where you need to go. It's actually a tavern kind of close to the edge of the border between the middle and outer districts. It's a small kind of junky tavern. There is a sign up front that says the jumping goat with a goat that's jumping over the words. And it seems, for being kind of a crappy looking joint, it's very busy.
Gotcha.
Like there are all sorts of people coming in and out, but you do note that it's not like rich or like people that are well off. It's more like like the just got out of work, I need a drink kind of people. And you walk in and you see just some small round tables scattered about. There's some booths in the back, shadowy booths with mysterious figures sitting in them. And there's a half-orc bartender throwing drinks left and right. There are actually a couple of stuffed goats above the bar, like in jumping poses, and it's kind of got some just like kind of cheesy decor, all having to do with goats jumping because that's
how you roll.
The brand that they are committed to at this point. So what do you want to do?
Well, probably should sit down somewhere.
Order something so they don't kick us out.
Yeah, order something. Take a look around. See where.
We'll sit at the bar and like face towards the crowd, or like get a drink and face towards the crowd or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. So you guys go up to the bar, you order, I assume, the cheapest drink because I forgot to mention, you guys still have the bag of holding that was left with the note that Petrichor left. And in that, I believe you guys pretty much just had gold. And I think you had around like 400 or something like that. It was 400 or 500?
I have written like 1,200.
Oh wait, yeah, because I forgot you guys threw all the stuff from Spice Manor in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are freaking fine
Yeah,
for money. So
I
if you
said
want to
I
buy better drinks, you
yeah.
can totally do that.
Yeah. No, I'm still gonna buy a cheapo drink. But I'm gonna
Okay.
tip well.
Ah,
I'm gonna
yes.
buy
And as you
milk.
do,
Some
the
milk.
bartender like nods at you, like very like you're getting well taken care of tonight, bud. Um, and do you guys like go for a booth, try to find like a empty table in like the middle of the room?
Oh, maybe you should ask the bartender since we're tipping him well. He's gonna like us if who's like the best informant and the one with the tightest lips around here.
Do you
What?
don't know,
Why are you laughing?
like are you saying that
I
in
say that.
character? Or was that just you as Kobe?
That was just me as Kobe, but let's just say
It was like, goddamn, Tommy's just getting on it right now.
I was like, why is no one laughing?
Oh,
I mean,
No,
oh my gosh.
we're fine.
hey, Tommy was bred to be a spy.
You're right.
She's stupid with everything else, but spying and shit is the only thing she does now.
True.
True.
Yeah. Tommy as the
Maybe we
spy,
should-
you should do the talking on that. Blizzard's gonna mess that up.
So it's like the muscle in the back, standing with like arms crossed,
Yep.
or drinking your cheap ass ale.
Yep.
Tastes like piss.
Oh, great. Tasty.
Tastes great.
I lean over and put a gold coin on the table and go, we hear this is a good place to gather info. Is that true?
Depends on who you're talking to.
Who hold on, I'm reading something. Do you have who do you suggest?
Again, depends on what you're looking for.
We're searching for an item,
An
the
item,
whereabouts
you
of
say?
an item that we know is in the city.
You know it's in
By,
the
like,
city.
And somebody that can be bribed to shut up for their life.
Ah, interesting. Well, you see, a good majority of people are willing to do anything for money at this point, so you've come to the right place. What sort of item are you looking for? I mean, we've got people that deal in stolen goods, you know, mysterious artifacts. We've got your standard wares you're looking for. Weapons. Are you looking for weapons? I got a bomb guy right over there.
I look at the bomb guy. What does he look like?
It's this like tiny little gnome, and he's got like these huge ass glasses, and he's just like fiddling with like some wire, and like you see a little poof of smoke, and then he like puts it back together and shoves it in his pocket and like tries to pretend it didn't happen.
Well, I'm like, well, I think we're what was the second one? Mysterious. I forgot what you said.
Mysterious items, mysterious artifacts.
Yes.
Many of them found in, those dungeons that we always hear about, where
Correct.
items were hidden by creatures of the old days before the war.
Yes, that's what we're looking for.
I see. Well,
and somebody that may be able to like knows a lot about the olden day, like maybe, right?
Right.
I just keep saying right. Right.
Then you would be looking for someone like and he like stands up and scans the area to kind of like remember who all is in here right now, because it is quite crowded, and he kind of steps back down and he's like, then you'd be looking for Bartel. He's He's over in the back. Back left corner of the bar. You'll see him facing the group looking rather menacing. Though he's not.
You know, the one back in the quest giver's seat.
Yes, exactly.
Furthest in the back, facing everybody.
There's a glowing bit. He sits right under the lamplight while the rest of the place is a little bit darker. You know. He's wearing
there's a green arrow that will disappear once you take the quest.
There is a small glowing circle just in front of him. You gotta stand there to talk to him.
Ah, yes. Okay. I'll tip him one more gold piece and say thank you.
Ah, yes, of course. Anytime.
Alright, should we head over to him?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Let's go. Bartel.
Okay.
Bartel.
What does he look like? Is he like
That
a
is what
human?
I'm currently
sorry.
deciding.
Oh, you know.
Have I mentioned I'm pulling all this shit out of my ass right now?
No, you're good. No, go for it.
No, he's kind of skinny and reedy, and he's got kind of long, shaggy hair, so you're not 100% sure. You think he could have some elven heritage, given the very, very sharp facial features. Definitely not a full elf, though, because he doesn't have the those prominent ears like you yourself have, and his skin tone is rather pale but normal. He is rather older looking, and his hair is graying, and he does look a little bit nervous.
Little bit nervous.
Should we be worried about that?
I think it's fine. I mean, if he's dealing in the mysterious items and stuff like that, which are outlawed.
Right, and there's shit going down everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, we'll walk up. You said he's facing away from us, right?
He's facing the room, actually, so he can definitely clock you if you start moving towards him.
Okay.
Like, he's in the back corner with his back to the corner and facing the room, so nobody can approach him without him seeing them coming.
Okay. So yeah, well, I'll approach him.
As you do so, he kind of like stiffens and sits up a little bit straighter. He was kind of like leaning back, pretending to be casual, but he's kind of like dropped that as he sees you, like, obviously kind of on a mission, just walking over, with the imposing Blizzard just behind him.
Yep.
Or behind you.
Even though he sees me.
Yep. You're an anomaly in a place like this. You know, you're a high elf. Like, high elves don't hang out in these kind of dive places.
I'm a child high elf too.
Exactly. You're very young.
Yep.
And as you approach, he like looks up at you and is like, what do you want? Why are you here?
Hello. We hear your deal is in mysterious artifacts.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
I don't want to give out my sources because now you seem real nervous. We're looking for something, and they said this is a good place to look for someone to help us.
And he
I just don't want you to like get at this guy.
He kind of like squints at you and he's like, loyalty is a sign of a quality spy. You don't want to just nag on your partners. That is good. That is very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. What can I do for you? What do you want?
I want you to calm down just a tad.
Calm down.
I didn't say that.
Perfectly calm.
We're looking for. Would you know anything about one of the gods, Polora?
I mean, everybody knows about Pelora. They're one of the main gods. The
Okay.
the original pantheon.
Do you know anything about a stone that's affiliated with her?
Interesting. I've not heard of something so specific.
Yeah, maybe it's a real nice stone.
A real nice stone, huh?
Real nice. Very smooth.
Smooth stone.
I toss a gold coin onto the table.
Ah, I see. This one's a smart one, isn't he? I may have recently heard of such a thing. And he kind of nods his head toward the table.
Here, I'm gonna use the Hour of Reaping as an action. Each creature within. Well, do I choose that? I don't know if I choose that. Well, this is 30 feet. How big is this bar?
like not big. I don't know.
Okay, maybe
40 feet.
Okay. I'll give her another gold. Then, well, I'll wait to do that.
That's a last resort kind of choice.
Yeah, I'll wait to do that.
Okay. He's like, yes, I've heard rumors of some pricey, forbidden items recently coming into the area.
That's recently. Where who'd you hear was traveling these? That's illegal. That's illegal.
Are you a cop? Are you a cop?
I'm 12.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me if you're a cop.
I don't think they would allow a child to be.
I don't know how old you are. You're an elf. All elves look the same.
Oh, that's racist. That's speciesist. How could you say that?
I'm half elf. I'm allowed to.
Yep.
Politically, we're not going to get into this now. So I'm 30. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be in here drinking.
You're only 30. Interesting. Fascinating.
You got a problem with that?
I mean, you're relatively young to be traveling around with a big buff human.
Yup. I am human, man.
Asking about illegal artifacts. Are you sure you're not a cop?
We are not cops.
You sound more like the cop than we sound like a cop right now.
I sound like a cop. What?
Yes.
I'm not a cop. There's no way I'm a cop. Wait.
Yeah, are you a cop? You should prove you're not a cop. Tell us where this stuff is.
Roll persuasion.
You got a 2 on the die, so this is not going to work.
With your what? Do you have a minus
-1, so I got a 1. A dirty 1. Dirty 1.
He kind of sits forward and puts his hand on the table. He's like, "You are a cop, aren't you? You're one of those young ones that they hire, the cops hire to come into places like these and convince us to."
Here, look, I got a tattoo. Do you know this tattoo? And I hoist my leg up as high as I can. And I show my tattoo. Because I'm assuming there's a bad rap for those. So then he'll know I'm also in bad terms with the police.
He clocks your tattoo and is like, I apologize for my outburst.
I'm not. No, that's okay.
Note, you're obviously so.
Can I hold on, buddy? Can I get you 3 more beers and have you chug them real fast for us?
That would actually be wonderful.
Okay, let me just go get you 3. I'm just to loosen you because you're having an issue here, my friend. Maybe you need to get on some medication. Nothing wrong with it, but
I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine.
All right, I'll go get him
Are
some
you?
beers.
Are you?
Okay, you grab some beers, and as you do, the bartender just kind of like nods at you and is like, "He's a lot, isn't he?"
He's some. I've met a lot of people in my life, and he's one of them.
You know, I get that. I get that.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Well, here you go. You know what?
Here.
Third one's on the house.
Oh, thank you. Here, I'll give you another gold coin if you mix a shot in there so that he doesn't notice.
Oh, of course, easily. And he like takes some whiskey and just like basically fills the glass with it.
He'll never know.
And he's like, he'll never know the difference. He's not the brightest of bulbs. And you take it back, and he just fucking downs it so fast. Actually, I'm gonna roll a con save real quick.
Hey, one of those was like 6 shots in one. I didn't think he was. I asked for 1 shot, but he just like poured a whole bottle in it. I don't know. I really hope we actually get information now because he might be a bit too drunk.
It's fine.
So, he's able to pretty much just down the whole drink, without vomiting. So, that's a good sign. And he like takes a deep breath afterwards and like relaxes. He's like, okay, what can I do for you?
Oh, okay. We're looking for where those artifacts that were just transferred in went.
And who transferred them?
Artifacts. That's a fun word.
I pat him on the face a bit.
Sorry, Stuart's whacking me in the back. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Come on, buddy. Right here. I got you. Okay, sorry. Yes, it's Stu Bean. He needed some attention. He's the best little man. Thank you. He kind of tries to keep his eyes on you, but they like keep wandering. He's like, what can I do for you?
Smack.
Okay. Listen, if you... Okay, can I try to do intimidation to do like a bit of a, when it like sobers him
Like
up
shake
just
him out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, roll me intimidation.
Because I'll go like this on his hand. I'll be like, hey, you, or on his temple, like tap him, and then I tap him really hard and like keep pushing.
Yep.
I'm like, you gotta get this straight there, boy. I got a plus intimidation plus 2. 15.
Like as you like do the final tap and just start like really pushing into his skull, his eyes kind of like refocus and look right at you, and he's like, sorry about that. What can I do for you?
Those artifacts
Artifacts.
you were just telling us about.
You're the one here for the artifacts. That's right. I got it. The guild. The guild would know.
What guild?
The hold on, I gotta remember the name. And he like closes his eyes for a second. He's like, I work for them.
Is it a thieves guild?
It's oh, I got it. It's the Shadow Collective, the Heralds of the Night and Ghosts of the Lower District.
That's too many words.
That's a long name.
They like a lot of stuff.
Why would they be having these illegal artifacts?
They commandeer them and sell them to the upper class at auction.
honestly, at this point, I think we could win an auction.
Most
We have quite a
likely.
bit of money. No one's gonna want a stone, first of all, and second of all, we got like over 1,000 gold that we technically don't need.
You also, I think, have a jewelry box full of like rare jewels as well that you never
Oh, yeah, we
pawned
could-
off.
We could pawn a lot of stuff off.
I forgot you literally like just robbed Spice Manor dry.
Hey, he
How-
wasn't very nice.
I mean, you did murder him, so.
I didn't murder. I murdered a not nice man, but I also murdered him. So Tommy thought we were supposed to be. I'm supposed to be murdering, or I think I don't like those people. I'm also kind of racist, I guess technically.
Oh, Tommy.
Aren't we all a little bit racist?
Is that an
I look
Avenue
at him and I'm
Q
like-
reference?
It might be an Avenue Q reference.
Oh, that's such.
You know me.
That's
You know
such
me
a
too well.
weird.
It is the weirdest fucking musical.
Ugh.
Yeah, I work for them. They hold the auctions.
Mm-hmm.
They hold the auctions with the stuff in the middle district somewhere. I don't know where. I don't get to go there because I don't have a pass.
Gotcha.
You need a pass.
Is there a way we can also find out what they have?
I mean, if you pay the entry fee, you get a list of what's available, but I obviously can't afford that.
How much is the entry fee?
And the fee to join the auction
Yeah.
as a member?
Yes.
Oh boy. It's 250 gold? It's only
200
for
people.
250 gold.
Oh, okay,
Dollar
sorry.
monies. The monies.
250 monies.
Yeah, the shiny ones.
The shiny ones.
Yeah. Like those. And he points to the ones at the table.
Where'd you get those?
Wait, are those for anybody?
Yeah, they're
Where'd
mine.
those come from? Oh,
They're mine. Stop
Oh.
looking.
I'm sorry. It was rude.
Okay. I take them. Does he say anything? I take them and like put them back in my pocket.
No, he doesn't. He just like is again like kind of like looking to the other side of the room, and then he like wags his head around and looks back at you, and he's like, "So what can I do for you?"
I,
Okay. So let's. You've given us info.
Yep.
Is there any way we can do it without going through the auction? Like, is there a way we can just talk and do like a single cell case? That makes sense.
You'd have to get in touch with the head of the Shadow Collective. They like to stay hidden.
Do
Okay,
you
sure.
know where we can find them, though?
Yeah. Do you know him?
Do I know them? No. No.
Are you a good Shadow Collective agent? Do they like? Are they upset with you for doing?
I might be a little below average. I do enough. They don't hate me. Do they hate you?
Okay. No, I've never met
no.
them. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, you want to meet them. I get it. So you gotta get to the middle layer to do that, and you need a pass to do that if you want to meet the leader. That's where all the stuff is. That's where all the important stuff is.
Where can we get a pass?
The guild.
The Where is the guild's hideout?
The they've got one here. I can't remember where right now.
Do you know? Do you know your name right now?
Starts with a B, ends with an L.
I
That's
look
all
at.
I got.
I look at Blizzard. I'm like, do you think we're done?
Yeah, I think this is about all the information we're getting.
You might be able to talk. There's lots of us. We're all over the place. If you see this, and he like holds up his wrist, and there's like a little tattoo of a gold coin that's been like dipped in ink. And he's like, if you see this, it's us. And he passes out on the fucking table.
Okay, well, I guess we got info. Kind of.
A little bit.
Gosh, we didn't ask him what time it was.
True. I guess we gotta find another member.
If I shook him and just go, hey, when's the next auction? Does he answer?
You hear the most obnoxious.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe we should just go towards the middle district.
I think that sounds like a plan. Maybe hit up another bar. See if we can.
Any more info?
Yeah.
At this time, it's getting pretty late into the evening.
How many hours have passed? Just so I know if I burned another spell slot.
Oh, yeah, you would have noticed, like, as you're about to leave the bar, it's definitely been a full hour at least.
Okay, so I burned another spell slot.
Yeah, you can throw your hood up, and it doesn't seem like, as long as you are careful about moving about town, like, it's as long as you don't attract attention to yourself, you should be okay. So,
gotcha.
Put up stealthy.
We're stealthing now. We're
and
saving the spell
dark
slots.
out now. You guys got to the bar probably around like times of day 6-ish. So now it's like 7-ish at night. And yeah.
Yeah, 7 at night.
So maybe let's. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, that's all I had to say.
Okay. Let's hit up a bar in the middle district.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And then maybe we can like listen around, see if anyone's talking about auctions, and egg them to get more info.
Okay. So, Blizzard, as you guys make your way closer and closer to the middle district, you notice there's like less and less people. Seems like things are starting to like quiet down for the night. And Blizzard, you notice things have changed, especially here in this area, a lot in the last 3 years. There is now a rather large stone wall separating the two districts, and at the entrance to each, there are like entrances every 100 feet or so, but they all have guards posted at them, and you guys like see a couple people going through, and they all have like a card that they show to get through.
Well,
does this sound like something that was not? What's wrong?
This
Sorry.
That's a dead end.
Dead end.
We can't get in there.
Why?
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, unless we either find a way to sneak, Or find a way to get a little card.
Card.
I wonder why that wall went up.
This wall. New wall?
Yeah, this is a new one. Like there wasn't a checkpoint here before. Don't know what happened.
Tons of reasons. Tons of possible reasons.
There's a lot.
You definitely 100% didn't contribute.
No, I was not part of it. I would have.
Does this have to do with you beating someone up? Because that's pretty much all I know is that you beat someone up.
You know, it could. There's a
How bad did you beat someone up?
You know, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. I mean, like, they overreacted a little bit to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, how many guards are there?
There's 2 at each post.
So I am going to use disguise self, knowing that there's guards there.
I'm
not going to trust
make a
myself.
Perception check.
Yeah,
if there's maybe any holes in the something 23. Words are hard right now.
It doesn't. It looks like unlike most area or most places in the area, the wall seems pretty well maintained.
Well, if this is your fault, think you done fucked us.
For now.
Can I hear what kind of papers they're asking for?
Yeah. You see, or as people walk up, you can hear the guards saying, like, present your visa. And basically it seems like a lot of these people look like people who would be working in shops or in, larger houses as like housekeepers, that kind of thing. So it seems to be like work visas. And then you see the occasional like wealthy person coming in from out, like if you guys sit there for a while, you see like the occasional wealthy person coming back from out of town and they're allowed through. They have like visas because they live there, kind of thing. And then there's, merchants that are allowed through as well because they have merchant visa. It seems like, you have to have a dedicated reason for being there to be allowed through.
Makes sense. Trying to think of what we can do. We might have to turn around and regroup with the others and come up with a plan to get totally legal documents. Because I'm guessing the family that we know. Where does the guy work? Yeah.
Harry, he works in a factory.
Does he work middle ring or out ring?
Outer ring.
Outer ring. Okay, so he wouldn't have a visa.
Do the people have carts, like the business people coming through? Do they have carts and stuff?
Yeah, some of them do.
Maybe if we just dove into a cart.
That is a possibility. Do we see if they're scanning carts and looking them for contraband?
They do. It does seem like they are relatively attentive to this, and they are kind of checking, but they aren't like super thorough. So there's a chance you could maybe pull it off, but you never know.
Well, that's not a good sign from the DM when they go,
so
there's other options.
I mean, based on the conversation you just had with this guy, you know that the Shadow Collective is very active in the area, and they do have ways to get across.
Yeah.
And they have members scattered in the outer and middle rings.
Maybe we should go to a nearby bar and see if there's one of them in there, and they can help us get a pass through. Especially if they know we're going to be going to their auction.
True. I like that. Where's the nearest bar?
or seedy looking area.
You could throw a rock and hit a bar in my cities.
Like a bar.
You see one called the Blue Iris.
Let's go to the Blue Iris. Sounds friendly.
It actually is. It seems to be like less shitty than a good number of the areas. You guys are very close to the Middle District, so these are kind of like like the places a lot of people stop, right after getting home from work, or as they like come through to grab a drink before they head in, things like that. So it's owned by a small halfling woman, and there is it's not it's relatively well taken care of. Like the walls are painted on the inside. It's pleasant looking. The clientele, is still not the most savory groups of people, especially this late in the evening, on a work night. But um, she seems beloved by the people that are there, though.
Okay. That's a good sign. Um, do we talk to her? Or do we just immediately look for the person in the corner with the arrow and the green circles and possibly a hood?
Maybe we could. Do you think we could use it as like an alibi or something?
Possibly.
She might even. I wonder if they can have guests over? She could even just bring us. She sounds pretty fancy, right? No.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Can we eavesdrop? Maybe see what they're talking about. First, the lady, the well-liked lady.
Yeah, she just seems to be like making small talk with everybody. And you do notice, like, unlike other bars, like here, everybody seems relatively relaxed. Like nobody's in that like kind of like sulky, you know, position with their hood up, looking dark and gritty and grumpy. It's like everybody's having like conversations, and it seems rather jovial.
So what you're telling us is this is not the bar we were looking for.
Well, give me so you guys know the tattoo to look for now. So
Oh yeah.
give me an investigation check.
14.
Oh yeah, that thing you told us about.
Yeah, that thing
Like,
that we were
Thing I
like.
five
told you
minutes ago.
It's okay. It's what I'm here for.
I lost my dice, so obviously I'm doing it.
We're all doing great right now.
I'm awake.
Well, I got like 30 dice here, so I can use them. Oh, is that it?
I am definitely awake.
I only got a 9. Well, you say investigation?
Yes.
That's not as good as my perception. Oh, I got a 10.
Okay.
I gotta find.
Blizzard, or Tommy, with your 10, you're looking closely and you see some tattoos, but you're not like able to pinpoint anything that's like super obvious. But Blizzard, as you kind of like scan the crowd, you actually see the bartender. Her her dress kind of like slips a little bit on her wrist, and you see the symbol on that, and she like pulls it back up and adjusts and like keeps serving.
Bartender, talk. You go.
Okay, yes, 5. And I go, what? I go over and they like money. Shit. What was the full name? It's Shadow Collective, and then what was the other stuff you said?
Okay. It's the Shadow Collective, Heralds of the Night and Ghosts of the Lower District.
Okay.
Shadow.
Okay. So it doesn't say anything
Ghosts of the
specific
district.
about. Yeah. I go over and I ask for a beer. I ask for a beer first. everybody starts
So
the
you walk up
conversation.
and she's like behind the bar, like washing a glass and chatting with somebody, and she turns to you and she's like, "Well, hi. What can I get for you there? You're new. I haven't seen you here before."
Hi, hello. Can I have one beer, please?
Why, yes, of course. Anything specific or just our general beer?
Yeah, just surprise me. Whatever you think I like.
Okay, wonderful. And she pours you a drink and slides it over to you.
Okay.
Is that all?
And I was wondering. You said you are familiar with the area, obviously. Where I'm looking for some ghosts around who could help. I'm looking for some ghosts. Let's start there.
You're looking. Oh, you're an adventurer, huh? You're looking for some ghosts to bust.
Nope. I'm looking for maybe some. I just thought I was going somewhere, but I guess I'm not. I'm looking for some ghosts that may have information.
Ah, see. And who might you be?
My name is I'm from the mountains. I'll show her my tattoo again. I'm from the mountains. We're looking for some items.
Her eyes widen upon seeing your tattoo. And she's like, "Ah, I see. We might. Do you mind waiting here for a little bit till I close up shop for the night?"
It depends. You gave me a look. You're not gonna turn me in, and then I make like the face kids make when they think they're gonna get in big trouble, but they haven't done anything. Like you're not
Oh,
to me, are you?
no. I wouldn't turn you in. I think there
okay.
is just you
Too
know,
many people.
some sensitive information we probably don't want to discuss in the open.
Okay. I have a friend here too. Can they stay?
I mean, any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Okay. And then I tip her an extra gold.
Ah, you're such a sweetie. Mighty kind.
Oh, thank you. I'll go sit in the corner.
Okay, so you guys just go kind of chill, and things start winding down. You see people stumbling off. It's like friggin' midnight at this point. And she's like, "Well, it's time to close up. Everybody out." And you hear some groaning and some grumbles, but this seems to be the kind of standard for this place. It seems like she's not one to keep the place open all night kind of thing. She's a bit more responsible. And so everybody just kind of like shuffles out. And she shuts the door and turns to you both and is like, "So, what can I do for you?"
That's a voice change.
Yeah, sorry about that. People are more inclined to talk to you if you're a jovial young lass from, the farming areas. It's much easier to get information.
The farming areas. Sorry.
I was trying to think of
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I just like how Southern equals farming.
Yep.
Well, if you recall, back in Dirt Yard, that was the accent that all the halflings had that worked on the farms. So.
Oh, you're right.
That was a very long time ago, though. That was in like August.
We're looking to get into some auctions around here. I hear they got some good auctions.
Who told you about that?
I don't want to give it away because it sounds like he's already in a bit of trouble. But he works with your guild.
It was Bartel, wasn't it? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
dumbass.
He doesn't remember his name right now. Nice to him.
Not at all surprising. Not at all surprising. He is a piece of work. Honestly, don't know why he's still in the employ. If it was up to me, I would have kicked him out forever ago. But I don't get to be in charge. So, you want to partake in the auction, I see.
Or know what items you have.
I'm not allowed to release that information
Oh.
until the fee has been paid. In fact, I don't even have it myself. That is something my superiors handle.
Okay.
And to deal with them, you'll have to get to the Middle District. Do you have visas?
No.
No. How unfortunate. Seems like you might not be able to get what you want then.
Should I try to intimidate her, or should I try to just pay her off? Because she seems nice, but like much smarter.
Maybe do the payoff method, because after the incident earlier with you thinking you're gonna get turned in, I don't think she's gonna take it too seriously.
Okay. I'll put 3 gold on the table.
Oh,
I'm on a lot of money tonight.
Oh, hun, that's not nearly enough to get you a pass.
Oh.
How much does a pass cost?
500 gold a person.
You're the worst I've ever heard of.
Now, that is not to say there aren't other ways you can procure a pass.
What other ways we got?
Do those have names on them? Or do they just say visa for business?
No, they have like names and information, like details.
I was gonna say we could maybe just take one from someone, but
yeah, no. Think of it like a driver's license, essentially. Like it's got everything but the photo.
You looking? Do you maybe need some business dealt with?
We always have business needing dealt with. Depends on what you would be interested in partaking in.
Well,
what are your areas of expertise, shall we say?
bow.
So not subtlety, I got that.
I'm stealthy.
She's mean. I take it back. She mean. I'm also stealthy. But
okay.
Should we be concerned about our issue?
Issue of what?
That you do things in our.
What was that? You cut out for a second there.
You have your disguised self. Does that like you can only do things for an hour and then you got like rehash?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That could be a problem, depending on what they need. Definitely not going to undisguise self here. This person seems turny-any levels of traitor.
Is your name like an obvious name that somebody like your name is probably plastered somewhere around here?
Is my name plastered? Did they catch my name? Or was I dumb and like, my name is Blizzard Claw, I'm sorry.
Actually, no, because the only people the only people that knew you are actually the people that you were protecting.
Okay.
And so they just claimed to like not know you,
a random
and your name itself is not associated. It's more the fact that you are a Tabaxi and they are so rare.
Yeah.
Should we just go with the stealth? Because then that'll give us enough time to just be alone too.
Let's go with the stealthy stuff.
Yeah, we're very stealthy.
Perfect. I've got 2 jobs that need handling.
What kind of jobs?
Both. It depends on what you are interested in or think you can handle. and she kind of like looks you up and down disdainfully as she says this. They both
she's mean.
They both will get you into the middle layer because they occur in the middle layer and will require a visa to enact. However, if you don't complete them, let me just say bad things might befall you.
Yeah. I know. I get it. What's the? Is it? Are we stealing something? Are we?
That's one option.
Would
We need well, see, so for this auction, we promised an item that we didn't actually have yet, and we were supposed to have it, and we know where it is, and the person who was supposed to get it got captured by the guard last week, and so we're kind of desperately in need of someone to find to get this item for us.
Okay.
Or you can catch some bitch who stole our shit. So it's up to you, whichever sounds more interesting.
What'd they steal?
Oh, they just grabbed nothing too huge, but you know, we don't take kindly to people who steal from the collective and desert.
Was it a former collective person?
Yes, it was.
They good at sending mental communications?
I'm honestly not sure what you mean by that.
They magic.
Oh, we have
wanna know
very
what we're
few
up against.
magic users as part of the collective, so
Okay.
no.
Just making sure, because if they were magic user, I wouldn't want to go after a magic user too much, because that seems a little more challenging, and I gotta get this done quick, because I don't really want to die by you guys. It's a whole ordeal.
Seems like it. That's rough, buddy.
You're the one that's really the threat here, so I mean.
No, that's valid. She like pulls out a knife and starts twirling it.
So Tommy, what do you think? Catching somebody or robbing some place?
Tommy's like, can she be my mom? But also I'm terrified of her. She's like, I need a mom. I don't technically have one, but like also she's kind of threatening and like would we get them and then you also you're gonna keep them, or is this like you're sending us out to kill somebody?
Capture them and bring them back to us. If you happen to kill them along the way, no skin off my back. But yeah. No preference on our part, at least.
Okay.
I guess I also have no preference if we're not murdering someone.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's the item you're looking for?
This is me as the DM saying I didn't write that out yet because I didn't think we'd get this far tonight. So I'm just gonna say for now it's a magic item.
Okay. Is it the magic item we're looking for?
No, it's a minor magic. It's a minor magic item. And they also stole some gold.
Okay.
They basically just joined on, were a complete a-hole to everyone, grabbed some shit and ran off. And we've been struggling to locate them and take care of them, as we are spread rather thin right now, what with the auction coming up.
Okay.
You got any preference?
I have zero preference. Yeah. So I think both
let's
of them...
do it on the dice roll.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Let's make it a 50-50.
Odds are we'll go for the lady, even since we steal shit. At 8. So I guess we're stealing shit.
Stealing shit.
What he needs.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll stealthily procure some stuff for you.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's a certain spell book in the house of a lord, well, minor lord, I should say, in the Middle District, given that they are unable to live in the middle or in the center district. But
There's another wall.
oh yes, the inner the inner district where the castle is and the kings and
Yeah.
lords and ladies.
Quick question.
Yes.
When did those walls go up and why?
Oh,
Last time I was in here,
well,
they weren't here. I was just wondering.
they went up probably around 2 years ago, maybe 2.5. There was a group of unfortunate incidents where high-level merchants and lords and lords were frequently injured, or and there was a lot of thievery going on, and they got fed up, so they said, well, fuck it, we're gonna make it so nobody else we don't want in here can get in here. So
Makes sense.
Were
You know.
you guys the thievery, or was it right from you?
a smaller version. We've definitely expanded a lot since the walls went up because, it's hard to get in there now, so
Mhm.
better for us. Make a lot more money.
Okay.
They're totally talking about you.
I think I was one of those unfortunate events.
Oh shit. This sounds like Attack on Titan.
A little bit.
Are
I haven't watched
are
that
there,
for a long.
are there giant humans that have no genitalia running around eating people?
I don't think so. I think we're safe
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Unless there's another wall I don't know about.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do the deed for you. Who would we bring the item to?
Once you have procured it, we will get in contact with you.
Okay.
How would you know if we got it?
We will know.
I
Okay.
think they'd know.
Okay. You're gonna have to draw the item for me because I can't read.
I see. Wonderful, because the item's a book. So this bodes well for your mission.
Well, no, it bodes well for you because that means, we might not keep it because Tommy here can't read.
I see. You can read, though. You'll be able to read the title of the book?
Yeah, I can read.
Okay, perfection.
There's no pictures in it?
There probably are. It's a spell book. I don't know.
You just draw one of the
show her-
pages.
I show her the book I'm reading. This is the book I'm reading.
Pelora in the trees, the grade 2.
I'm
grade
halfway
2 book
through.
you're on.
Oh, man.
Good for you. And she just looks at you, Blizzard, while nodding, and is like, okay.
Very stealthy.
Yeah,
That's because I'm a kid.
I sure hope so. And she writes the information you guys will be needing on a slip of paper, because I haven't written it yet, and I will give it to you next week.
Sounds
This
good.
is my subtle way of BSing my way through tonight. So do you guys, I assume you just head back to Florence's to rest for the night and figure out what you're going to do in the morning?
Sounds
Since
good.
It's very late. Okay. So you guys make your way back to Florence's. She ushers you inside very quickly. Blizzard, it's just in time as your disguised self falls yet again, and you guys are safe and hidden for your long rest, and that's where we're going to end for tonight.